Just going to skin this very large buck. We haven't hung up here. The reason I'm skinning him so soon is because he's a really big animal, and if I leave him in his skin for a few days in the chill, he'll be blooming well hard to skin, and I'm getting too old for that crap. So I'm going to skin him while he's soft and fresh, and then I'll keep him separate in the chill, not near anything else, and let him dry out and chill that way. So that's the reason. These big bucks can be quite difficult to skin after they have been chilled. So I'm going to skin this fella before he goes into the chiller, and he'll be kept separate from the other animals and that. So we'll start off. We'll just make one cut there. Again, pinch the skin up along. There. Pinch the skin up along. Just take note of the amount of ticks that's present on this animal. They're everywhere. I suppose it's that time of year for it. You can actually see them there, all buried in. Not pleasant. But they don't have any effect on the quality of the carcass of the meat. This is a big animal, so he'll be used for burgers and the likes. So we'll come down to this area here. Again, a little pinch and a shake. And we'll take that off. Again, pinch and shake. And take that off. And keep the knife touched up. Then just put your thumb in there, pulling out, and follow that skin the whole way down to where his neck has been already opened. And we open the neck the whole way down to the end. Now we're just using the point of our knife. We go in and just pull down. Because he's a big animal, we'll go around the other side. We'll just clear the skin both sides. Just when I come to the end, then it'll make it a little easier on the pull. There will be a bit of pulling on this animal because of his size. I estimate his carcass weight to be in and around the 60 kilo mark. They're at their best at this time of year. So again, we'll just clear that skin. The reason I always start at the top is that we have no debris falling back down on our carcass. We have all this here. That won't be washed away, it'll be trimmed away, and you'll see that shortly. And there was no avoiding this from dragging him out, because I took him out of a very rough and difficult area. So just tipping away at the point of your knife will just clear the skin like that. Been just leaving white skin. No meat should be attached to the skin. This is a lot easier task on our smaller deer, but as I say, this is why I'm doing them fresh. I don't intend struggling with a chilled big buck this week. No, thank you. So we'll clear that flank, which is the most important part of the skinning process, is clearing that flank. So we have it looking like that and not marking the meat. Then we'll do the same process on this side. I recently witnessed some skinning on some decent sized animals, and the guys were struggling, and you know who you are. All I'll say is we'll call him Ginger. And he had a slight struggle skinning, but all going well here. We should have this done in a relatively respectable time, with no marks upon our carcass. The reason I'm using more knife than I normally would on our smaller deer, because you don't pull the skin quite as handy on these big ones. So it's good to lessen the pulling. As if I said, I pulled enough this morning. I had quite a tough job getting that deer out. So now we have him looking like that. We can even remove that unsightly bit of contamination. No washing, trimming. We can remove the base of the pizzle. Next, we'll get our clean cloth, just allowing us to pull the skin. All the clean cloth is doing is allowing us grip. It's very difficult to grip wearing a pair of gloves, so the cloth just makes that job a little easier. And you can only use one cloth, clean cloth, per deer. So you need to change the cloth after you've done one complete deer with it. There we have the leg cleared. As I said, there's a little bit of work involved with these bigger animals, but we will get there. Now if you go around there, and we peel everything back, minimizing the amount of hair that falls down on our carcass. From the base of the neck down to the side, there's what you want in performance with a bullet. Perfect mushrooming and good weight retention. Even lifting that animal up is a bit of work, but that is what we do. Now we've just cleared the tail, so anything that's go around the far side now, we'll see how it's pulled. We're keeping it peeled back, minimizing the amount of hair. Now we can use our body weight to pull the hide down. clearing the legs, because we've done it at the side. Now to get the skin over that neck, just take a bit of pulling and a bit of huffing and puffing. But you can see the thickness of his neck. And there we have the skin, perfect, with no meat whatsoever attached to it. You can see the animal too. And as I called the shot this morning, there's the entrance wound, the base of the neck. But the bullet actually went up along through his vitals. It cut his heart in half and just lodged on the skin on the other side. But he dropped instantly. That's the beauty of the 30-06. So now what we do is we do a little bit of tidy up. So hand on top of the knife there, split the ribs down, trim anything you don't want in there, and all that excessive fat. Deer fat is not actually nice tasting, and I don't recommend anyone putting excessive deer fat into burgers, because it doesn't enhance the flavour of the meat. So I remove the fat, and I don't let the fat, this is my opinion, deer fat doesn't taste well. I also remove the diaphragms. Why? Because the diaphragms go off very quickly. So not too long, and there we have our deer completely skinned, but no knife marks. And you can just see the thickness of the neck on him. And there's the shot I called, base of the neck, and the 30-06 did a great job putting him down. So I hope you found that interesting, and there's a big buck skinned in a few minutes, and the carcass looks well. I'll just trim up a bit now on that and tidy it up a little bit more, but that's the buck skinned.